Hello YouTube, I'm Ryan back once again with the ill behavior, and it's our fourth straight night of doing a classic. Probably going to go to a more recent-ish beer tomorrow, but I'm trying to stick with a classic vibe just for one more night. And yeah, it's been busy here, in my place. Got a lot of work to do this week, but hoping to fit in some time to do a little bit of fun later. Thinking of playing some Championship Manager 102 maybe, or watching Black Panther because I'm doing a Disney Plus trial. Watched Captain Marvel last night. That's fantastic. Yeah, so let's see what today's beer is. I already hinted as to what it was last night, but it is, for those of you who were paying attention, Porterhouse Plain. So this beer. Well, I'll be honest. When I think of the Porterhouse, I think I have no idea how to open this bloody thing. Yay! Not used to those pull-off tabs on a top. So Porterhouse is like sort of when I'm thinking of me and drinking beer that isn't just your regular macro stuff. Like there's the place I associated with. Like I remember having Erdinger there for the first time and thinking, "Wow, this is so different." They've got this Erdinger stuff is amazing. And then going on to the Plane and the 4X. I was more of a Rasmus 4X guy than a Plane, but I think it's rather apt that we have Plane because it is the classic, I think, from Porterhouse when it comes to their stouts. And it is one of the creamiest stouts I've ever had in my life. I'm sure I'm going to completely botch this though. So Porterhouse, yeah, I remember the Temple Bar one, which I thought was the original. Then I learned the Bray one actually was. Went to the Bray one before a UCD match away to Bray Wanderers. Paid a visit there, had a visit to the one on the north side, the one in Dawson Street. Yeah, Nassau Street is the one I'm more familiar with these days in terms of visits. But I remember, I've interviewed Oliver a couple of times, the late great man himself. And I remember the day he found out he passed, I was walking very close to the Nassau Street one. I was on Dawson Street at the time. The first thing I did was, well, listen, went in. I'm pretty certain it was Rasslers I bought. Just bought that, toasted the man, had some, wrote a bit about the guy, for the paper the following week. But great pioneer for alcohol in this country. Great pioneer for drinking, for good beer. And I remember Oliver telling me the first couple of times when they were talking about those basic pale ales, and he was going. People were going to go to him, I was like, what's this weird thing I'm tasting? He goes, it's hops, so anyway, so this one's definitely for Oliver and everybody in the Porterhouse. Let's have a smell. Oh yeah, getting some dirty coffee there, some dirty coffee. A little bit of cocoa there as well. Nice smooth finish, like I was saying. Comes in, and then yeah, it just rolls into that sort of nice neat finish. It's a little bit tingly on the side. That's good. That's good. You can smell the malts here. Oh yeah. This is a good beer. Holds up very well. 2 decades later, more than that this beer's been going. Still, obviously this particular bottle is not 2 decades old, but 2 decades old, still great signature flavour to it. It's a beer with strength, but not in an intimidating way, is how I'd call it. And I mean strength and flavour. Sorry, I'm going for the bottle. It's not strength in terms of power. Although let's check the ABV, because I've forgotten the ABV on this bad boy. It's only 4.2%, which is very mild. Very mild altogether. And it settles beautifully like this. So I've forgotten who it was that's giving me the shout yesterday. I will look you back up. I'll look you back up later on. Who was asking about the whole spice bags and all that. Had another spice box from Dowling's there today, the second one, because it was 2 for a tenner, and it's a classic. But if I'd had this with that spice bag, would have nuked it. I wouldn't have tasted the spice bag in the slightest. There's just a very powerful in terms of the strength of the flavour. Like nothing's getting through that. If I'm going to have this with anything, personally, I prefer this as a standalone beer, but if I'm going to have anything, it's definitely chocolate. It's the only thing that's really going to match up. It's going to match well in terms of pairing, but it's also the only thing that's going to match up in terms of what's necessary in order to keep that thing going in the taste and to actually be able to hold up against this. But this is good. It's been a long time since I had regular plain, a really long time. And yeah, no, it's just a fabulous beer. So to all of you who've been tuning in and all that, we do this for a reason. We do it for breweries like Porterhouse, and that is to get you all supporting Irish brewers, Irish craft beer. This is a tough time. We know that for the time being, at least, off licenses are going to stay open, which is great. Supermarkets obviously will still sell alcohol for as long as this whole schmozzle goes on. But yeah, and what can I say apart from it's coming? Oh yeah, there was a bit more earth in that belch when you think about it. Like, sort of, it wasn't a real sort of out in your face. It was a real, oh yeah, it reminds you when you're burping where it's going. That's what you want from a beer. Not just to announce to the world, but to announce to yourself that yes, you are having a good beverage. Fine stuff. But like I was saying, we're trying to support Irish breweries. We're getting you all to drink Irish, and I say we because I act like this is a whole studio setup. I'm not going to show you around because there's actually so many dirty clothes on the floor right now. I'm normally the best guy for putting washes on. It's one of the few things I'm actually good at when it comes to cleaning. Is like always having all my clothes clean. I've been a little bit behind on that. Probably going to get a few done between now and the weekend. Anyway, it's been busy. It's been busy here, but. Yeah, this is just great, like to be able to support the classics and the new blood like this. We're going to be going to one of the newer breweries tomorrow night, and listen, I'm going to keep drinking Irish every night until this crisis is over. Admittedly, that does mean some moderation because I have a lot of work to do, but when you can get beers this good that are this gentle at the same time in terms of their alcohol content, feck it, like I can just keep going. It's great. So, to all of you, keep enjoying the videos, keep asking your friends to buy Irish beer, keep buying it yourself as well, please, obviously. And this is a classic, if you see it. I know I got it in Redmond's there, shout out to Jimmy the other day. And we'll be doing one of Jimmy's soon, by the way, one of his collabs, But shout out to Jimmy, shout out to the Porterhouse crew, much love to Oliver, wherever you are, bro. And to all of you, sláinte.